Welcome to Burlington Community High School. I'm Mr. Sutton,
I'm Mrs. Sanny.
and we're two of the science teachers here. We're going to take you on a tour of some of our students doing labs today.
Burlington High School, where innovation is born of necessity, and we have a lot of necessity.
Good morning. Today we are doing a physics lab on simple harmonic motion, and the first thing that we did was try and find poles that actually fit the holes.
Because they usually don't.
This one's a plus. And then we tried to find clamps, but usually they're either frozen so we can't move them, or when you put them on and try and move them, they break.
So to make it work, we use duct tape,
Which we use to fix a lot of things.
and then we had our teachers come in and say if our lab was okay, and they said it's unsafe, so we have to take it apart. But the next trouble is to find materials that are not broken.
Or outdated.
We just got done with my respiratory lab, and we were gonna titrate. What we found out is this one doesn't have a tip, this burette. We found this burette, which was so clogged we spent around 20 minutes cleaning it up. Now it's functioning, and we're gonna use this probe that he's gonna explain.
So we're going to use this pH probe to electronically, we were going to use the pH probe to electronically sense the pH of the solution, the titrated solution. However, our pH probe doesn't work and this lab quest barely functions. So I guess we'll just have to use a color indicator and make it work. It might not be as accurate, we might have to write everything down, but we can make it work, I guess.
So, we're doing a calorimetry lab. This is our last cup that's officially for that purpose, but it cracked. That's why we have tape all over it. So Mrs. Sandy went out and bought a bunch of foam cups. And Braden dug the cardboard lid out of the trash because we don't have any more lids.
And we can't use the water from the distiller because there's algae in it, and we can't use the water from the tap because there's a high iron content in it and it shoots out of the faucet every time we use it.
We would have used an electric thermometer, but the one we had, it either broke or the batteries ran out. We don't really know which, so we're just using this one. It's got duct tape on it, which is fine. It still works. Yeah, so let's hope it all goes well.
We improvise here at BHS.
One of the problems we have here at BHS is getting supplies for the students. As you can see, we have plastic coming from down the ceiling. It's directing rainwater in there because we have a leaky roof. So we have to carefully open up the cabinets without disrupting our rain repellent system. We have had some leaks that's destroyed our equipment, and honestly, our equipment is pretty old. Welcome to our botany lab. And we can't use this as a botany lab anymore because we have a leak on the ceiling, and we collect the water from the ceiling in this trash can and we get it emptied periodically. Obviously it doesn't always work because right now we have a flood on the floor. And we used to have, when this was 1969, this was a great facility with grow lights and timers for botany experiments. It's unsafe for us to use this anymore because of the water issue. So we've lost valuable lab space back here.